America, of being American, and is looked down upon. Your pride is looked down upon, and people are removing their flags. And then how we know, and how I know if I'm knocking on doors that it's a good door to go to is if they have their American flag up. And that's sad that that's the state of our country. We want people to be here who love America, and a lot of the immigrants are excited, they're passionate about America. They know more about America than our high school students and our college students. And we just take so much for granted. And we definitely need a mind shift and to change the culture. And the second question was, how do we implement the concept of providence? And so a couple of ideas were to homeschool, get your children out of public education, and I call it welfare-based education because we are reliant upon the government to educate our children, and we are reliant upon them to provide mental health services, and so it's basically a handout from the government, and that's welfare, and so I call it welfare-based education. Just a little side note. Also, we need to teach the blessings that come with obedience. When you are obedient, blessings come, whether it's speaking, being the only one to speak out against something, like Hillary mentioned. She has been a very big voice in the state of Ohio against a lot of this public education and other things too, legislative issues. And so she got her dream job at Heritage Foundation because she was obedient. Also, we need to teach the Declaration of Independence, and that our rights are unalienable and they come from God. And then within that, teach the original text of the Constitution and what those protections mean that were afforded to us by God, and also to teach the Bill of Rights, and also to ensure that our children are biblically literate and that they know what the Bible says, and so they can understand the Declaration of Independence, and then also just knowing our history. And a lot of people are in the public education system do not actually know the correct history of America because there is an agenda that is being taught. And so as parents, we need to make sure that we are involved in our child's education and not just handing it to the government and relying on them to educate our children. And that knowledge is power, and we need to pass it on.